your recent past, yeah, Five of Wands. This is that tug of war, not giving it all. It's like pulling teeth. If you talk to me, then I'll talk to you, but more sarcastic energy, not really getting along. A lot of your arguments. Some could be petty, some could be about what happened years ago. Something, something tiny, small could be making someone upset. Where normally this would have never happened, but that's a way to get the other side to talk. It reminds me of like when there's a separation and you leave a home or you leave a job. You leave somewhere, right? But you leave something behind. You leave like your charger, or you leave some clothes. You leave something behind because you want to come back, just to come back and see if they'll stop you from leaving again, you know, which could have worked before, but now it's kind of not. Something like that. Others of you, you are in an environment, I can't speak today, where there's it's not very healthy. It's just seems even toxic. Too much gossip. You could be working with just a lot of people that you feel are just always have something to say about you, against you. That would definitely be the case in work scenarios, right, where you feel like they're ganging up on you, trying to throw you under the bus. In a big family situation where they always pick on that one, you know, and you could have been left, or someone left that would stand up for you before, and they're not there anymore. So now it's like feeling alone. That sense of loneliness, even some depression there. There's even looking into counseling or some help, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. If you feel that you need some help, go get it. If you're not getting it from, from your family, from those that you thought would help, a lot of you don't, no, they wouldn't help you. They're the ones causing the problem, right? Then seek help elsewhere. It's okay. It's necessary. It'll help you cope. Also, well, you know what? Let me get some more. Abandonment issues. There's a lot of abandonment issues. Present energy. You have the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is nice. See, I feel like the love is there. The love is there. This is a gift. A brand new, it could be a brand new love connection, whether it's romantic. This, I also feel something like, you know how when there's a child, siblings, I say siblings, when there's a new child going to come in, a newborn going to come in, and then the kids, the siblings, they start getting very jealous and acting up and wanting attention because there's, the new baby coming to the home. And they see all the attention that the new addition to the family is getting, and they get very upset and jealous, and it takes a toll on them because for them this is traumatic. They could have not been used to obviously this new person, this new soul coming into the home. Others, it also feels like it could be like a step parent or someone all of a sudden trying to take control of the dynamic, trying to be the household, the new dad, the new mother, step, or however this is. And this change is really challenging someone here. So if you guys are in that situation, I guess kind of put yourself in their position because they're acting up for that reason. Obviously not for all, right? But others, I feel that there's actually leaving this whole toxic situation behind and realizing that love is not supposed to hurt like that anyway. You're not supposed to be stressed out that way. You're not supposed to be arguing all the time. And joining other groups, leaving those social fears, and realizing that you might have been spending time with insensitive people, and now it's time to connect, or you are connecting with gentle and kind or individuals like yourselves. And this is taking on a whole new meaning. It's like a whole new world. Let's get more. So I like this. Kind of also, well, yeah, seeing your value. You deserve better, right? There's something better. There's an opportunity coming in for a different percentage of you guys. Also, you plug it in accordingly. This is for like a lot of different Scorpios, different ages, different places, different situations. In your near future, we have the Two of Wands. So this is seeing what else is out there in the world, making a decision, being at that crossroads. And it's always like, well, not always, but I see it as this wand here is where you were, where you're coming from. Do you want to stay there? Is it enough? Is it fixable? Or do you want to go off and see what else is out there for you? Or this is something you've wanted to do for a while but have felt like you had to stay behind for whatever reason, financial responsibility, you weren't old enough. Okay. And then you have the Nine of Swords. So this is a lot of worry, stress. That could be a reason also why maybe you haven't taken that leap of faith, because there's that whole worst case scenario. What if it doesn't work out? What if I go off onto the world and try to do this new thing and it doesn't work out, or it's not what I expect, right? It feels very mutual though. It feels like both sides are very worried, very stressed, thinking about each other, not necessarily talking about it, but they have their own reasons for feeling this way, obviously, as do you, but not wanting to, or not having the opportunity to really speak clearly. It's just too emotional. Too emotional. Definitely could be, if your children are going off to college or moving away, it's like a lot of anxiety for them, but knowing that they have to kind of go off and live their life too. It's more of that overthinking. A lot of, somebody's very worried and stressing out about taking this leap of faith. Also, what if they go off and they don't come back like they said they would? Oh, it's a long distance. So a long distance relationship, when it starts off where you start talking, you talk to each other every day, and then it goes to every week, and then every month, and then slowly it just becomes more distant and distant and distant. So the fear of growing apart like that. So maybe that long distance relationship fear. Beneath the deck you have Death, your energy, my Scorpios. So this is a major transition, major point in your lives. Something big is happening, right? It's like that rite of passage energy. Something has to end in order for the other to begin. Also, it's like getting the wings. It reminds me of the whole cocoon thing. I know I'm all over the place, but you guys are Scorpios. You know what I'm talking about. Being isolated for so long, maybe someone was very overprotective, and then now becoming the butterfly and ready to fly, and fear of letting go. Fear of letting go. But this is a very exciting time. Very exciting time. It's supposed to be happening. Others, this is just a death of a way of being. Understanding that you can no longer be the way that you were. You have to do things differently because they weren't working, or it's just a time to change. We're going to have a full moon in Aquarius. So this has to do, it's a very innovative type of energy. Detaching from the emotional aspects and looking at the big picture for the greater good. Trying to help others. And somebody's really resenting this, like, what about me? And the other side's like, I gotta go help the world. And it's like, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but what about me? It feels something like that. I hope this is making sense. Someone's unable to move on to because it's like you're waiting for them to come back. Or will they come back? I don't want to move on. What if they forget about me? Did they move on too quickly? A lot of that type of fear. It's clarifying. Clarifying the Five of Wands is the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. For some of you, I feel that you could be connecting with someone that is actually very selfish, controlling, that narcissist type of energy, where it's like, if I can't have you, nobody can, right? This is just wanting attention to get attention, trying to avoid your success, or a lot of arguments in regards to doubts, like you can't go off and do what you want because you won't succeed. Taking your passion away, making you second guess your actions, fighting yourself, questioning yourself if you're doing the right thing because of that toxic environment that you're in. Codependent for some, right? So others of you, this is just realizing that what you are dealing with is not going to be successful. It's just too much of that back and forth tug of war. Nobody wins here. Nobody wins if you stay in this situation, or this is what they're deciding. Now, the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords upright. This has to do with some heartbreak. Somebody broke your heart. Needing to heal. It's like, in order for me to heal, I gotta go where I'm loved and appreciated. Others of you, this is the fear of opening your heart to anyone else because of what you've dealt with already. Kind of everyone you've dealt with, not everyone, but it seems like there's some kind of pattern where the people that you're connecting with somehow end up breaking your heart. And isn't that the case though? Usually the ones that, love us are the ones that end up breaking our hearts. I would think that would kind of be the way, because if you don't love them, you don't care. You don't care if they break your heart, right? And then other percentage has to do with not wanting to be in that third party situation, or they are unable to leave that situation. could be romantic. It's a situation that is tearing this relationship apart. So it's not being fixed. They don't want to fix it. So not wanting to be a part of that and going elsewhere. You know, filling up your own cup, taking care of you, taking care of you, even though they might, of course, be sad. There's some sadness here, but apparently it's necessary, at least at this moment. At this moment. I think last time we were talking about a block. There could have been some blocks blocking someone. The Two of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups in reverse. So more threes there, huh? Those 3 cups. Promises not being kept. This is settling, not wanting to settle, not trying to stay in that same pattern, bored with it, bored with this situation, bored with this energy. And where before, see, this guy doesn't want to look at those cups because it's like, or actually constantly looking at those cups, at the loss, what has happened, who hurt you, the emotions, not wanting to open up the heart to any other possibility that the universe is trying to bring, right? Not wanting to look up. Why? It's going to be the same, like always. And this is this cup over here. In reverse, I see it as, you know what? I'm going to take action. I'm going to do this now. I'm not going to let that poor, this gift leave me. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity anymore with the empty promises. So this is taking action and choosing that path. Some of you guys, they could show you something. They could really open up their heart and admit what's happening here. And this is enough for you to want to work on it. Maybe that's all you wanted or they wanted. Others, it's the same, and you know this. Or you already gave them chances. So then you're just taking off and doing something else, creating a different reality for yourself to avoid this stress over here. It's too painful. Living in that constant anxiety, everyday stress, that pit in your stomach feeling, it's just not worth it. It's taking a toll mentally. Some of you are like, then now I need to see a psychologist. A lot of tormenting energy. Look, death again. Your energy. So you being in your element, and something is ending. In order for you to fly and be this butterfly, you have to let go of that cocoon, get out of that space, join into other things, talk to other people, like-minded. Release. It's time to release that stress. You try to revive it, resurrect it, too much stress. So this is leaving that, ending something so something can begin. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Lost your patience, not waiting, not wanting to wait anymore. Someone here is not going to wait anymore. They were waiting, or you were waiting so long because you were invested, right? You invested your time, you invested your energy, your money. You were invested. So that's why it was very hard to let this go. For some, this could be something tiny, like a way of thinking, that stubbornness, and kind of wanting things to be the same way all the time, not wanting to be innovative. Like those people that, I'm sure when the phones came out, they, with the flip, right? They didn't want to do the smartphone. It's like, they thought the flip was like the bomb. Push the buttons. It wasn't complicated. So, see, it could be something small as well. But this is just like not wanting to wait. Let's have one more. They were unable to transition. And this is good. See, we started with the Five of Wands here. A lot of fighting, arguments, conflict. It was just so challenging. A challenging situation, a challenging person. In reverse, it's like, you know, I don't want to fight. It's not worth my mental status. I'm losing my mind over. It's not worth it. It's too much stress. So, letting go. This tug of war, the back and forth. Just let it go. You want it here, you know? So this is good, my Scorpios. Getting out of that conflict. Picking your battles. Releasing it. Release and start something fresh. Be free. Beneath the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this is good. This is figuring out how to balance between, you know, their situation, your situation. Before, it was, you know, hard to juggle. Somebody could have been juggling you. Or just, you know, trying to balance between your home life and your family life, your romantic life and your work life. It was just too stressful and mentally taking a toll on you. Did I say that? So, somewhere or other, releasing what needs to be released to be free. So you don't have so many balls up in the air. So you can, it's that freaking roller coaster. The emotional roller coaster. One day you're sad, one day you're not. One day they're talking to you, one day they're not. You know? So they tended to get to you that way. Make you feel guilty. Feel sorry for them, responsible. You or them are both like that codependent energy. So Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like you no longer desire to be involved in the pettiness. Now this doesn't even necessarily have to be that you're gonna, you know, just let them go and be like, you didn't do what I wanted, so bye. This is also just letting it go. What are we arguing for? Is it worth it? Let's just let it go. I have the desire to just let the pettiness go. Be the bigger person if you have to, whatever, or, you know, come to some agreement. There's other things going on. Let's celebrate life type thing. This is good. I like that. I think it's just taking a toll on both sides too much that it's like, no, let's talk about it. So maybe some counseling might be advisable. Okay, now I'm going to give you a butterfly, actually, oracle card for life changes as your advice, or let's see what they want to tell you. Decisions. Decisions, huh? Somebody has to make this decision. Obviously, let's give you one more. Self-care. So I guess you're deciding to self-care, deciding to take care of you. And And now I want you guys to ask me a question in regards to your situation. And let's see if we can give you a more precise answer. You have your question? Okay, my Scorpios, what's your question? You got it? Okay. There, see? It's going to come up. It's going to be peaceful resolution. I guess that's what I was trying to say there. Peaceful resolution. So all this stress and all this drama is not worth it. Life is too short. So at the end of the day, I like it when it's a peaceful resolution. I'm going to read it to you though, okay? Stay there. I want to do this self-care one first. You guys hang on for a sec. By the way, if you want your own personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Self-care 82. 82 comes down to a 10, which is the wheel of fortune. Things moving along. It's like, let's move it along already. See, before a butterfly emerges with beautiful wings, that's what I was talking about. It spends time in its cocoon. See, the divine is trying to explain it better than I was trying to. Similarly, I can't read apparently. Similarly, this card is asking you to retreat for some much needed rest and self-care. If you are breathing a sigh of relief upon reading that's another sign of the need for a healing pause. Self-care can take many forms, but the important thing is for you to look after yourself in a way that promotes your happiness, health, and high energy. This may involve a detox of your diet or getting away from any harsh energy, relationships, or circumstances. Take great care of yourself and you will fly high and free like a butterfly. That's what I said. I like that. Now let's do peaceful resolution. 1 second. You guys are still with me. If you left me, I'm going to be abandoned. It's okay. I can handle it though. Here we go. The challenges you're inquiring about are going to come to an end. Conflict will cease and soon be replaced with harmony. There will be a sense of peace shared by all, even if some only agree to disagree. Disagreements will be resolved in your favor. This includes struggles with employers, legal battles, arbitration, and even strife among family or friends. Be forgiving and understanding with those who may have been in error. Allow peace to come with grace and dignity for everyone. Y'all know what decisions is, right? Apparently you have some decisions to make. But take care of you, right? There you go, my Scorpios. I hope it is a peaceful resolution. If not, agree to disagree. Life is too short. You both, all sides are loving each other. You know, this was temporary. Don't let that ruin your friendship, your relationship forever. Unless they're toxic, yeah, you know, different. Okay? And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't